insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the lines.
Word to your mother, boys and girls. It is your boy, Sniper West, coming at you here from WizardSportsPicks.com, and this is another episode of Beyond the Lines, presented by Wizard Sports Picks, and I will be your host today. I'm going to give you seven free plays between Thursday Night Football and the NBA on Thursday. And if you didn't know, obviously it's the holiday season. If you see right behind me, I have the leg lamp from A Christmas Story. After all, it did show up in a box that said Fragile, which means it must be Italian, right? If you know, you know. So, anyway, I would invite you to go over to Wizard Sports Picks and check out the website. We have a brand new leaderboard that is quite awesome. It lets you know how all of us are doing. I am still number 2 all time on the website over there, behind the great Ryan Bittler, who is still absolutely crushing it over there. But we have almost, I think, 15 to 20 handicappers over there right now. We might be bringing some more on shortly. And, some fantastic minds over there, some great friends of mine, and some mentors as well. Some great sports handicapping minds. So, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe on this channel as well, as it does help our analytics. And all that being said, let's go ahead and get into these plays. I know you got some winners. I'm going to attempt to provide them for you because there's 7 plays and time's a wasting. So, let's start with Thursday Night Football. I am going to take the Rams and the Seahawks over 42.5 points here. So, this total, man, it opened at 46.5. It fell all the way to 42.5, just like a rock. That's a pretty heavy move, man, over a field goal on the total. But I get it, man. Both teams have elite defenses. And both offenses, though, they can put up points in a hurry here. The Rams, they've scored 40 points in their past 2 games, right, on their own. Not between 2 teams, but on their own, they scored 40 and 43, I believe. That was versus the Lions and the Cardinals, and I get that the Lions and Cardinals defense is not very good. But they average 30 points per game, 384 yards a game. So they're going to put their points up. Davante Adams might be out for this game. He has a hamstring injury. I get that. But the Rams still have a ton of weapons even without him. As it relates to Seattle, obviously they're struggling offensively as of late. They only put up 18 versus the Colts last week. They almost lost to Phillip Rivers and the Colts, which is quite embarrassing. But they average 29 points per game, 350 yards per game on offense. Darnold, he does throw interceptions from time to time as well. So that could set up the Rams with nice field position if that does happen. On a side note, Sean McVay and his wife did just have a baby boy on Monday morning, and now they have to play on Thursday evening in Seattle. So, that's not optimal for McVay. His mind might be other places. That could hurt the Rams' defense as much as it can their offense. So, I'm just going to roll with the over here. I think it's moved down too much. So give me over 42.5 between the Rams and the Seahawks on Thursday Night Football. That is on Prime TV if you want to catch that game. Moving right along, as it's speaking of the Rams, so Kyren Williams, anytime touchdown. You can get that at plus 115. By the way, I get all these props on FanDuel. If you want to go over there, they have a very big prop market. So Kyren Williams, he scored 2 TDs last week. I think he finds the end zone here again, especially if Davante Adams does not play. I think they're going to lean heavy in the run game here, especially, Davante, they like to throw him those fades and stuff in the end zone. But if it's just Puka, right? So tight ends, they might double team Puka. They're probably just going to bang it in there with Kyren Williams. So I like Kyren to score a touchdown here. Anytime the TD gets you plus money, plus 115. Matthew Stafford. I'm going to take Matthew Stafford to record 100 plus passing yards in each half. Okay? 100 plus passing yards in each half. This is plus 140. So obviously he's an MVP candidate. He's averaging 265 yards per game through the air. So, if you split that up, you're getting plus 140 if he does 100 or more in each half. I think there's some value there. It's a little scary because the last time they played Seattle, he only threw for 130 yards. So maybe it might be difficult, but I think he has a much better game this time versus the Seattle defense than he did last time. They have some film on them now. They've had some time to prepare. So going to be Stafford to record 100 plus passing yards in each half, plus 140. So Jackson Smith and Jigma, okay, JSN, we are going to go under 6.5 receptions. So I just think the Rams are going to double team him, man. They're not going to let JSN beat him. They'll let Cooper Kupp beat him. They'll let Shaheed beat him, Barner. But they're not going to let Jackson Smith and Jigma beat them. JSN, as he is called, he has the most receiving yards in the NFL. I could see him having a big game. Maybe he has 5 receptions for 120 yards or something like that. But that's still under 6.5 receptions, right? I think they're going to limit the reception count. So JSN under 6.5 receptions. I believe that's minus 114 at FanDuel as well. Your last play is going to be, or last play in Thursday Night Football is going to be Zach Charbonnet, under 33.5 rushing yards. So the Seahawks, they're going to struggle to run the ball here. They struggled to run the ball the past few weeks. Last week, they only had 50 yards rushing against the Colts. And, if Seattle does get down in this game, which I kind of do like the Rams a little bit, so if they do get down, they might just start passing the ball and not run the ball as much. So this total is very low for Charbonnet. It's under, 33.5. I think it's justified. Let's go Zach Charbonnet, under 33.5 rushing yards, minus 114 at FanDuel. Let's go ahead and move to the NBA. I am going to give you the Golden State Warriors on the money line over the Phoenix Suns, okay? So this is basically minus 110. So both teams, they've had 4 days off to prepare for the NBA Cup. So we have fresh legs here. Both these teams they come in off 2 losses in a row. The Warriors lost to the T-Wolves and the Blazers before the break. And they do struggle on the road. They're 6-10 away from Chase Center, but, Phoenix, they lost to OKC and the Lakers, and they're 8-5 at home. But still, I like the Warriors here. I mean, if you think about it, Steph, he just scored 48 points in that loss to the Blazers. They've been playing really well offensively. They just have not played well defensively. And I think, 4 days off, that might cure their woes. And Steve Curry's a defensive-minded head coach, so I think he's going to preach defense here. And I like the Warriors here to win this game over the Suns on Thursday evening. Your final play is going to be the LA Lakers, minus 7.5 over the Utah Jazz. So both teams come in rested here. Same story, right? About 4 days off for both teams. They're headed in opposite directions. Lakers are 18-7. They are 7-3 in their last 10, 16-9 against the spread. The Jazz, they're 10-15. They're only 7-7 at home. The Lakers, I think they're going to want to start back up with a bang here. Austin Reeves, he's out with the calf issue, but I don't think it matters, man. LeBron and Luka and their bench, I think they're going to come out here. They're going to, lay it. It's minus 7.5. It was minus 6.5, but I think they're going to bring the hammer. I think they're going to win this by about 10 or more. So give me the Lakers minus the points over the Jazz. Let's go ahead and recap. Like the Rams and Seahawks over 42.5. Like Kyron Williams anytime TD plus 115. Matthew Stafford to record 100-plus passing yards in each half. That's plus 140. JSN, Jackson Smith-Njigba, under 6.5 receptions. Zach Charbonnet, under 33.5 rushing yards. And as far as the NBA, we have the Warriors on the money line over the Jazz and the Lakers minus 7.5 over. Warriors money line over the Suns and Lakers minus 7.5 over the Jazz. My name is Sniper West. This, once again, was another episode of Beyond the Lines. Don't forget to check out wizardsportspicks.com, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel as well, as it does help our analytics, as I said before. And I will see you guys next, late Wednesday, probably for the Thursday games. That's my day to do the videos for Wizards. And hopefully we go 7-0 on this video. If not, 6-1, 5-2 would be great too. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and crush your bookie. See you next time. Peace out and keep firing.